I hope you can see my screen. So this was the
Yeah.
two. Yeah, you're telling something, someone?
No.
Okay, Tanju, no issue. Okay, fine. So we have two exercise actually. So this is totally based on the Python data types and the for loops that we have covered in last 2 days. So the first question is insert the elements of natural number from 1 to 10 inside the list L1 using a for loop. So the concept is we need to declare a list first, L1, but the list should be an empty list. Okay. So we know list format is square bracket. So this is an empty list. Okay. So this is fine. Insert the element. Now I have the empty list. I have to enter the elements, the natural number starting from 1 to 10 inside this list. I can use a for loop. Okay. Using a for loop. So let's declare a for loop for I. In I is a loop variable that I told yesterday. Let's use range function 1 to 9, 1 to 10. Actually, 10 will not be possible. Let me show you 10. So I'm getting the loop variable over here. Let me print the data 10 type. I'm just printing this I value first. Okay, I missed the colon over here. That is the issue. Expected colon. Yes, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, range function, this one is as per the range function, the second elements, it will be checking less than the second element. So I have to take till 11. Okay, so 10 is less than 11. So 10 should be the last iterations over here. So that's why it's not less than equal this value. It's less than this value. So that's why I need to take this thing till 11 to get my value till 10. Okay, so I'm getting the loop variable i's value just like 1 to 10 distinct value. Let's insert each of the element in L1. So we know the append method L1 dot append. Each time I'm appending ith the value of this loop variable. So each time that this is iterating and appending one particular element. Okay, so that is sufficient. Let's come out of the loop and print the value of L1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's fine. Anuja, did you follow the same way?
Yes, the same thing.
Okay, so it's fine. Okay, the others you can just quickly follow up. It's very simple actually. Just 2 or 3 lines program. Next thing. So I have the data now till 1 to 10. Okay, so take L1 list from previous example. I'll be taking this example L1. Create a program to copy the squared elements into an empty list L2. So let's declare an empty list again L2. Okay, so it's telling from L1 take the squared elements 4 and 9, and I have to copy the squared elements into this empty list in L2. So L2 will be consisting 4 and 9. Okay, and delete those square element from L1 list, and L1 will not be consisting these stuffs and L2 will be consisting these stuffs. Okay, so how to do that? Let's go to the simple way first. Okay, I know the index. We know the pop part, so I can popping this two elements from L1 and insert the same elements in L2. So okay, L1 dot pop. I need to pass the index. So index of 4 is 3, just like I told you. First element is 0th element, second is first element, this is second element, this is third element. So pop 3. Just to let you know one thing, I have told this thing in placed classes. So when we are popping this thing out, if I just print this value, I can get this is the popped element. Okay. But if I just want to check what is the least value, let me show you. If I just do a print statement on top of that, okay, I can see this is the popped element. And after that, if I just print L1, after popping up, after this method execution, what is the current value of L1? That is nothing. So 4 has been popped up. Okay, by this method. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, somebody joins over here. Hello. Okay, Harish, yeah, you have joined a lot of after a lot of days. So we are just solving that exercise. Yeah, hi Soumya. So you're solving the exercise that I have provided yesterday. It's very simple. So just you can quickly go through over here. Oh.
Okay.
So the first one is just covered up. This is the thing I have declared an empty list. Then using a for loop to get the regular natural numbers, and we are appending the same steps in L1. It's done. So we received the first 10 natural numbers inserted into L1 list. That is fine. Now in the next question, we have to pop out the squared elements from L1 and pushed it to L2. So I'm just showing this thing. So this way I can just, okay, this execution, it's just popping out particular element. So I can get the element over here. So the same thing I need to insert. So I can just put L2 dot append and I can pass this thing over here. So whichever is been popped from here, that should be appended into L2. Okay. Okay. So the first element has been popped up from L1 and it has been inserted to L2. The same thing I can do for 9 as well. Okay. As 3 has been popped up, so the whole index should be, what was there earlier, it was decreased by 1. So now this position should be 7th. You can just quickly calculate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I'm just doing the same kind of steps, popping up 7th element. Okay. And the same thing should be inserted into L2 list. So print L1, then I'm printing L2 value. Okay, let's see what happens. Yes, this is the initialization of L1. Fine. Yes, and after that, 4 and 8, 4 and 9 has been removed and been inserted over here. It has been inserted over here. Okay. Uh, just I'll be asking for one more thing who has covered. I think Tanuji, you have covered this exercise already. So just try to do this statement by a for loop. So I just get it, just I know that 4 is a squared number, 9 is a squared number. So check it, try with a conditional statement as well as a for loop to, what is a squared number? How we can determine the square number? 4 and 9, detect the square number and insert the data. Okay, so this is the criteria. We can do this thing, but if we have lots of number, we cannot get each of the elements index each time. But how to do that? Okay, just try to solve it. And if this is ready, you can share it with my mail. I'll be checking. Okay. Sorry, Tanuji was saying something. Didn't get it. Your voice is very feeble actually, or breaking. Is it for myself or everyone is hearing the same? Well, I mean, not sure. There's some mic issue, Tanuja. Okay, she's rejoining. So the others, I mean, you can just quickly try to solve it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's fine. Tell me, Tanuja.
Okay. You told something to send via mail, so I didn't get you quite. What is that?
So did you solve in this manner?
No, I didn't do in this manner.
Okay.
I,
So did you use a
uh,
for loop to get the square
yeah,
number? Okay, then
yes.
that's good. Send that. I mean, for the others too, I just followed one exercise to you. Just try to solve the same thing. Suppose we have 100 numbers. So I need to get the square. I need to determine the square by for loop and some conditional statement. Okay. And then try to append L2's data in this manner. Okay. And send this exercise. I mean, solve this and send it to me. Okay. Okay. So let's connect for today daily things. What we just trying to cover. Today is day 6, I think. No, day 4 for Python. So this is just for all of, I mean, us. Just solve this one, having with an help with a for loop and conditional statement. Just try from this list what are the squared numbers. Have a quick check on that and try to push the element to L2. I'm not mentioning this thing in chat, so just have told over here so you can send it to my mail ID. Let's see who can able to solve it. Okay, Monday we can. I mean, it's fine. Otherwise, I will be showing this thing. It should be hardly 2 or 3 lines more code. We need to detect. Just need to run a for loop till 1 to 10. Detect the square number. Okay. When the square number is detected, try to insert the same thing in L2 list and try to pop out the same elements from L1. Okay. So today we'll be just covering up class in Python. Python is object-oriented programming. So class is one of the main thing we need to cover up. Inside the class, we can mention what is attributes and methods. And after that, we'll be trying to import a new module, pandas. Pandas is a class which is not there inside the whatever we have installed in Python inbuilt classes. It's not there. Okay, we need to externally install pandas. Why we require pandas? Because pandas will be helpful for us for data engineering purpose. We'll be creating data frames. Okay, we will be showing two example today. I'll be creating two data frames from top of a list and on top of a dictionary. Pandas load data from CSV. From CSV stuffs, I'll be covering this thing up in tomorrow's session or the next session. Okay, so let's try. What is class? So we have already learned function. Function we can, declare it one, but we can reuse this thing multiple times. A similar kind of concept class is also having, but it's having a vast, scope. Okay, so function you can write the function and you can multiple time reuse the function in the same code or same Python file. But I can write the class over here, but the class can be used in other files as well, other Python files, means other program as well. I just need to import the module from one to another. So this is very important thing. And some more new terminology we will be learning for class. Let's see. So the main concept is same. We can declare a framework and then that framework can be used multiple times. So how to declare those frameworks and all? This is I will be learning. So if you can just remember the data type we have just showed to you. Okay, let me print some data type. Type of suppose true. I'm just getting the data type of true false. It's a boolean, you know it's a boolean, but you can see before that it's a class. Means in the Python interpreter, the inbuilt class is there with boolean. So if boolean is ready, so let me just do it another thing. Let me suppose started with a string. Suppose let me assign a variable value. Suppose ABC. Okay, putting the variable value v. You can say it's a string. So this class is also defined. So while defining the class, you can see if I just put v dot, those are the different methods available. So while declaring the class, they have created those methods as well. It's corresponding to each string element. You can see those methods are available. Upper, capitalize, index, count, find, replace, case, fold, center, encode, ends with all those methods are been written while declaring the class, but it's already inbuilt. So similar kind of stuffs we can create. We can create our own data type. We can create our own class. So how to do that? So just like we need to declare a class keyword and the class name, what type of class I need to create? New class. Suppose it's our new class. Okay. And uh, what to do? Okay, let me do nothing. Just create this new class. I'm passing it. So nothing will be there inside the class. So I'm just get rid of this class. Just have created new class. Now our class framework is created. I can create a new object. I'm initializing the class has been initialized over here. Now I'm just calling this class and just like G is inheriting or inhibiting what is the property in this framework of this new class. I'm just calling everything inside G. Now G is having the same property where what the new class was having earlier. Similar kind of thing. If I'm assigning anything, any value to ABC, just like I told you, okay. So V is having all the property of a string. Now, if I just put V dot, I can get all the methods name which I can apply for a string as well. Let me show you. Similar kind of methods I can also apply on top of. Just put a dot. I can get all the available methods for a string. And it's same for V. So similar kind of stuffs. G is the object. I'm instantiating the class. Whatever the properties or the framework is there for new class, I'm just inhibiting the same thing by this statement. Okay. Now if I'm just try to print the data type of G, what is type G? Can see it's a class main. Just omit the main name as of now. It's a new class. This class, I mean new underscore CLS, it's been innovating in G's property. So whatever I'll be writing over here, if I put anything, any methods or anything, that can be, the same kind of stuff should be applicable for G as well. So G is a object pointing to this class. This is the concept of object. So that is why Python is an object oriented programming. We can create the class once, and as it's an object oriented programming, I can call any kind of object on top of a class, and we can use the same class. Whatever things I'm writing over here, whatever methods I'll be writing over here, the same methods can be applicable on top of this object. So this is the concept. Okay. This concept is clear to everyone. Pooja, Prasanna, Tanuja. The class concept. Actually, this is the main thing. I mean, we are using the class from the beginning actually. So just like I'm assigning a variable value. Okay. So a string value. Then the variable is having the same property of a string. I'm operating all the string methods, string functions over there. So this is because the class has already the inbuilt Python interpreter. They are declaring all the methods there for a string, just like capitalize, uppercase, lowercase, those kind of stuffs. So as I'm just inhibiting all the strings property to a variable, then the same kind of methods I can apply on top of this particular uh, variables. Okay. If there is any doubt or anything, please tell me. Okay. Let's declare a new class for a quick example. Okay. Class. Let let's create a class called rectangle. Actually, I used to give this example for every batches. Okay. I'm creating the rectangle over there. The class will be helping me out to calculate the rectangle's parameter. Okay. So to get the rectangle's parameter, how I can declare a rectangle? So what are the different parameter is required? So inside the class, we need to declare a method. The method should be such a way, okay. The first method should be always a init or dunder method. It's this method, init. Okay. Now, what this method will be? We just need to, in the first method, we need to declare what are the different parameters is required to form a rectangle. Just a normal thing. Think about it. To design a rectangle, we need the length and width. So I'm passing the same thing. Length. Self is a by default stuffs over here. Okay. And at the beginning, we just need to do this statement. I have to assign self.length equal to this length. This is the compulsory thing you need to do. While declaring a class, just the first method should be a init method. In the init method, what are the required parameters is required to create this thing, this class. We need to declare this thing over here. So I'm just calling this thing and assigning into self.length, self.width. This is the operation for the first method. If we have any other parameter as well, suppose 3-4 parameters are there, I have to declare in a similar manner self dot, otherwise this thing cannot be used. Those are the different attributes of this particular class. So the attributes value I need to initialize in this manner. Self dot this attributes. This should be the inbuilt parameter I am passing over here, and the same thing I have to call over here. Self dot format. Okay. So if j is also available, I need to declare in this manner. And this is one time. This manner. Okay. But I'm not using it just to show you. I just put it down. So this method is completed. Now the main method of calculation, I need to put it over here. Suppose Let's calculate the area or parameter, anything. Let's calculate the parameter. Sorry, perimeter, not parameter. Okay. I'm just declaring this method, calculate cal underscore peri. I do not have to pass anything because I'm passing everything over here. Let's put the calculation. Okay, perimeter, what is the perimeter's formula? I can simply return it, or let's put area equal, not area, it's perimeter. Doing the same wrong thing. Okay. What is the formula perimeter? 2 cross length plus width. Okay. This is the formula perimeter, correct? I can print the statement over here too. Just putting an F string, the perimeter is passing spanner query. So it's an F string. We already discussed what is F string. Hopefully you can remember. The same kind of stuff, some declaring for calculation of area. So those are each method we will be calling. After instantiating class rectangle, I'll be calling these stuffs. Area. What is the formula of area? Area should be nothing but length cross width. Okay, I'm passing the output over here, area. Okay, so declare two different methods. This init method is the compulsory one. I'll be not be calling this thing. This should be useful for declaring what are the parameters required for a rectangle to be created. Okay, now this is ready. Let me create an object. Suppose A is an object which is I'm calling this or instantiating this class, and A is inhibiting all the framework from rectangle. I need to pass over here what are the compulsory parameter while inhibiting the properties of rectangle to A. So let's pass length equal suppose 10, width equal suppose 6. Okay, so A object is called, A is a object which is having a rectangle's property, but a specific rectangle, that is 10 comma 6. 10 is the length and 6 is the width. It's done. So A is now having the property of rectangle. Now I can call any method. Just put A, then put dot. You can see the methods are available. The methods means area. Let's put area. I do not have to put anything, just put this way. Let's run it because this particular statement is returning, I'm printing the value as well. Okay. Oh, here I need to change it. Area. Here this is perimeter. This is area. Yeah, this is fine. The area is 60. So it's calculating 10 into 6, 60. I can also call A dot uh, calperi, calculation of perimeter. 32. 10 plus 6 is 16 into 2. 32. Yes, that's fine. So this way, on top of object, I'm just putting dot method name. Those methods are already been declared over here. Now I can do this thing not only for, I can create any objects inside the program anytime. Okay. Suppose B is another rectangle having a different value. Suppose 8, comma 5. Okay. I can do the same steps on top of B rectangle as well. B dot area. Okay. And it should be giving me the output. So the same thing. So the main concept is the class is created once, and on top of this class, we can create multiple objects. When we're creating the objects, objects are taking the same from framework what the class is having, and whatever methods I have declared inside the class, I can use the same thing for the object. Okay. Now the same thing, I mean, when the class is been created over here, but I can call the same class into over here as well. Let me delete everything. I can put from test to module, test to import rectangle. Yes. And I can call the same thing over here. What is there? Let me call something. Let me call the same thing over here. I'm changing the how to test 3. Let me run it. Why it should not be printing all the stuffs over here?
Yeah, because test 2 you did not delete.
Sorry, you're telling something?
Because you did not delete the test 2.
Yeah. This is printing all the stuffs over here. Uh, okay. The thing is, I'm instantiating A. Yeah, I should have deleted this thing, but actually I'm just importing the module over here. It's printing all the output from test 2 as well. The printing stuffs as well. This was I was checking. Okay. Yeah, I need to delete obviously this thing as well. So whatever thing I'll be requiring over here, only that thing should be I require to be printed. Okay. Okay. So basically I just tried to mean that I can import the same class over here and create a new object. And I can only print suppose O dot area. Okay, this thing I just want to mention, but it's not able to print the same thing over here. It's for test 2. I'm just testing something, but it should not be over here. I'll be checking quickly. Yeah, you may be correct. So I am printing the same thing over here as I'm importing all the stuffs. I'm importing just the class only, but they should not print everything over here. I'll be checking that thing and I'll let you know. But the concept is clear to everyone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So this is the class I'll be, we can solve an exercise in the next day on top of class. Let's go ahead with, let's install a external module, external class, just like pandas I have mentioned. Attributes and methods, I mentioned it. So inside the class, those are different attributes we are declaring over here. And on top of those attributes, we are creating those methods. These are called methods. And the same methods, when the methods are ready, after declaring the object, we can call each of the method. Okay. Okay. Now the next concept is pandas. We'll install pandas because we will be using Python as a data engineering tool. And Pandas has the capability to create the data frames. What is data frame? Data frame is similar kind of whatever we have covered in SQL tables. Data frames has the concept data frame has the capability to create this kind of relational database kind of stuffs. So we have tabular structure. We can create tabular structure in data frame. It has columns, it has rows. So we can do all kind of similar kind of stuff, similar kind of operation, whatever we have performed in tables. It should be same kind of stuffs on top of data frames. But a syntactical difference is there. We'll be covering these things in the next classes. But it's the class, the thing is almost same. The concept is almost same. Okay. So I'm just comment this thing out over here. Okay. In PyCharm, how to install pandas module. So we can go to settings. We can do this thing by UI, or we can directly put pip install pandas. This thing is also possible. You can run this command in your command prompt window, or you can also run this thing in your terminal over here as well. It should be installing. Otherwise, you can do one more thing from the UI perspective. Just go to File, Settings. Okay, so all the packages are available, whatever I have installed. So if you are using it for the new stuffs, then those packages are not been installed. Just click on here, search for pandas. Okay, it's there. Click on there and install package. That's it. So after installation of this, you can see the package is available with the version. Okay, let me check pandas 152, and this is the latest version. Let me update my pandas as well. Give me 1 second. Let me update my pandas. This is the latest package 203. Okay, it should be taking some time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Yes, it's done. Let me check it's updated. It should be updated. I need to refresh it or close it and reopen it. Then I can see my pandas version has been updated. It's 203 only. Okay. So I need to, when I'll be working on top of pandas, I need to import just like the same thing. I have import rectangle. Now you can see there is an error because it's not there. I have commented this thing out. So I just need to, okay, let me do this thing over here. I can call the class from the module. I'm just, putting the entire module over here called pandas. I can alias this thing as PD, the same thing we have just used in SQL. Over here, we can also put short name because while calling the class, I need to put PD dot some method or some function I need to put. So that's why each time if we put pandas, just to, small letters or just to put a conventional way, we can use PD. So that's why I'm just putting import pandas as PD. So each time we'll be using pandas, I can just use the short form of pandas, it's PD. Okay. Okay. Now the topic is we need to create data frame. How to create data frame and how data frames looks like. We have already installed pandas. We have imported pandas. Now I'll be creating two data frames. One is top of a list. Another one is on top of a dictionary. We know what is dictionary and what is list. Let's declare one list. Okay, I'm declaring a multi-dimensional list. Suppose name Ram. His age is 35. Multi-dimensional array means I'll be declaring another list. maybe Madhu, age is 26. Okay, our list is prepared. Okay, I'll be converting this list in data frame. How to do that? So let's declare a variable. Just calling this a variable only. Calling df means data frame. So now pandas will be doing his work. Pd dot data frame. Okay, on top of this list. Let's see how the data frame looks like. I'm printing the data frame over here. Okay, you can see each of this element has been inserted as a row of a data frame. Okay, this is a data frame. You can see this is first row, this is second row, this is one column, this is one column. This the index, it's not actually a column. We'll be checking what is index. Actually, when creating the data frame, we can see there is a by default index available for each of the data frames. So that is called index. So that is why how data frame looks like. I can insert one more rows over here, no issue. Just like sham 30. Okay, it's there. And we can do one more things. We can update the column name from 0 to 1. Let's put column name. I'm declaring, yeah, column name I need to declare inside the list. So there are two columns. Let me pass, suppose name is the first column name. Second column name is age. So inside the list, those are two different string. Okay, the first one is name, second one is age. Okay, it's fine. I can also update the rows, but as of now it's fine. We can also update the rows, but how to update? Let me show you. But as of now, no need to change. The row means the index is fine. We can change the index value. Just put index equal. The same kind of stuff we can just declare inside a list. Suppose name one. Okay, sorry. Name two. Name three. Okay, so this looks like a particular table. So whatever we have learned in SQL, you can see it's similar kind of data visualization is here as well. Okay, moving to the next topic, let's create a dictionary. This is understandable for everyone, correct? Pooja, Thanuja, Prashanya. Okay, okay. Actually, you already have the knowledge on top of Python, correct? You have covered up Pooja, Thanuja, Prasanna. This is the new thing you are learning.
This is new for me.
Okay, okay. Yeah, then it should be interesting. And Pooja, Thanuja, you have the experience on top of Python earlier. Okay, let's cover up the. Okay, let's declare the same kind of dictionary. Whatever we have declared in list, you can see this is our main list. This wrapper and this wrapper, and each of the, as it's a multi-dimensional list, inside this big list, I'm just declaring three small lists, which are using over here as a single row element while creating a data frame. But while inserting the same kind of data by a dictionary, The concept is a bit different. As we know, dictionary will store the key value pair, but over here, let me show you. Let me declare one dictionary, suppose D1 equal the same kind of data I'm trying to insert, but it should be columnar nature, the data should be inserted. Let me show you. So the key should be just like this way, name, value should be inside a list. Okay, name is this, and the next element, this is one element. This is key, this is value. Key is a string, value is a list. Inside the value, I'm passing three different things. So the same kind of representation I'll be doing over here, but in dictionary, it should be inserted in this manner. Okay, key value pair. Age, age should be 35, 26, 30. Okay, so this is our first element, a key value pair. This is our second element, another key value pair of age. So, but the next kind of stuff, it's almost same. So I'm calling another df1. I'm declaring another df1 equal to pd dot data frame d1. Let's print out the same thing. It should be coming with column as well because we are declaring in this manner. Yes. So this is the first one on top of list. This is the second one on top of dictionary. But the main difference is this. While declaring the list, it's inserting the data as a row wise. This is one row. This is another row. This is another row. While declaring the same data frame on top of dictionary, what dictionary is doing, what we are declaring in dictionary, the key and the value. Key should be the column name, and each of the rows value for that particular column is being declared over here. The same kind of thing for age as well. So the data is getting inserted with a columnar structure. The first column, then second column, this way. Okay. But the ultimate data frames are same. We can also put the index over here too. Let me copy paste this thing. Now it should be totally identical. Okay, the first one is top of list and the second one is top of a dictionary. This is the simple one. We just created the data frame. In the next day onwards, we'll be working on top of data frames. So we'll be creating the data frames from another, maybe Excel, CSV, that thing we'll be also checking. And after that, we'll be doing transformation operation on top of the data frame. We can also create data frame from an external database. So we'll be trying to connect MySQL database from this, and we'll importing the tables from MySQL database. Whatever we have worked in SQL days, we can import those tables and create data frames on top of these tables too. Let's learn one by one. So in the very next day, we'll be trying to cover how to create data frames on any another manner. Okay. So that's all for today's session. As of now, we'll be covering up the other stuffs of creation of data frame in next day's class. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, then thanks everyone. If there is any doubt or any stuck point, please do ask me and try to send the thing in email. The particular thing I just told you. Try to do the same. It's very simple and it should be very fun. Hardly it should take 5 minutes of your time. Okay, that's all for today. You should You can enjoy your weekend and let's connect on next Monday. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.